Hello, everyone. You're welcome to this great channel of ours. My name is Oma. I'm glad to have you on this channel today. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. If you've been an old subscriber, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I do not take it for granted. Today, I've come because of this. Yeah. Pope has approved the blessings of same sex. This means that gay and lesbianism has been approved by the church for the blessing of same-sex marriage. And some people are blindly arguing this, telling me that it's just to bless, but not to give them the go-ahead for the marriage. Are you okay? Like, does this make sense to you? Do you know what blessing means? When you bless something, it means that you've given that very thing the authority to carry on. What do you think people do in church when they go for their wedding? Wedding to be blessed by the priest. For the marriage, wedding means that the marriage needs to be blessed by the priest. This is exactly what the Pope has approved in church. You know, when I teach people here that you do not need to be a religious dogma. You do not need to protect that which you are not sure of. Now, I'm an advocate for freedom of worship, freedom of religion. Whatever you feel, whatever you know that works for you, please, with all due respect, go ahead and do it. As long as you're sure that it works for you. Not that you have faith that it is going to work for you. No. When you are practicing spirituality, put religion aside. Note that religion, church per se, is a place of socialization. It is a space for socialization. If there is a teacher, which is the pastor or your reverend father, giving you a speech, and you find it interesting and worth putting into practice, by all means, go ahead and practice it. As long as you know that your spirit has accepted that. Now, look at what is happening today. You're being given the same hand that is going to bless the gay marriage is also going to bless a man and a woman getting married. And tomorrow you say you don't know what is going on in your marriage. Tomorrow you will come out and say I don't know what is going on in my marriage. I don't know why my husband is doing this. I don't know why my husband is doing that. Now, I need to let you know something. Because it's been legalized now, doesn't mean that it has not been happening in the hidden. The only thing is that it can no longer be hidden anymore. Whatever you've learned is what you will pass down to your generations. Is what you will pass down to your children, and your children will pass down the same knowledge to their own children. Be careful of who lay their hands on your head. Be careful of whom you visit in the name of prayers. A lot of people, it's after visiting someone claiming to be representing Christ. That is when you will realize that your problem is tripled. I used to say this. What happens in the hidden, if you see it, you will shed tears. Now tell me, you that is taking your child your son, your daughter, or yourself to the priest that is going to lay hands and bless this marriage of same sex, do you think that anything good is going to come out from that person? What does it show you? It shows you that a religion that acknowledges or gives approval to such, it means that it is man-made. This is why I have told you guys that ordinary your tradition, your culture is your identity. Your tradition, your culture is your identity. One who does not recognize what he has, his tradition and his identity, a nation without an identity is a failed nation. If you do not know where you're going to, other people will lead you to their own direction because you lack knowledge. You are ignorant. If you do not know where you're going to, other people will lead you to their own destination. You will land there and continue wallowing in ignorance, in darkness. For those of you that feel that you take the church to be on your head alone, forgetting what is yours, despising yours, you are making a grievous mistake. If I need something and I go to my father has seen another person that he's supposed to help, he will definitely attend to me before he thinks of the possibility of coming to the rescue of an outsider. You need to be spiritually smart. If I were you, I will ask myself this question: how old am I? How long will I keep deceiving myself? Why do people love church so much? Even though they are not gaining anything from it, even though they haven't seen changes, they believe that the change will come. They do it because they know that the only thing you do there is to come, join your hands together, pray. Reach out to God through Jesus. Even though it doesn't work for them, even though they haven't seen anything, even though they haven't seen any positivity in their lives, they tag people who are following their way, their ancestral ways of worship. They tag them idol worshippers. Check their lives. You are doing 100% better than them. Look at them very well. Many of them will come out from their boyfriend's house after having sex. They will go in the morning to church to pray. Oh, my saints are forgiven. They hide under the canopy of the church to commit all atrocities. What does this show you? There are so many stories that are fairy tales. That didn't happen. Our ancestors are direct to their points. Now, when you want something, you are seeing the practical aspect of what you want. You pick up kola nut. You talk to your ancestors. It happens within 1 week. It happens within 3 days. It happens within a day. Some people, it happens within 24 hours. But you have tagged it idol worshipping. You hide to do that is being practiced by your ancestors. You are hiding your face. You do not want the world to know that this is what you're doing. Let me tell you, so many things people do in the hidden is very fruitful in the open. But you see those ones they do because every other person has done it, or because every other person is doing it, it is usually not fruitful. For example, pregnancy. I've not seen a couple coming out in the open to have sex, but I've seen a pregnant woman rejoicing and carrying her pregnancy around. The job was done in the hidden. The congratulations and everything is in the open. The excitement, people are happy. You are happy because you're pregnant. But nobody saw when the hard work took place. Listen to me. I am still not telling you not to go to church. But I have to tell you something, to beware of your own. Go to church with your brain. Do not despise that which is yours. Because that is exactly where your salvation lies. Do you understand? Do not adopt another man's religion without acknowledging yours. Go to church, but align yourself with your land's practice, with your land's religious practice. That is the one that is ordained from the origin. It is aligning with who you are. It is aligning with the blood of each and every child that is being given birth to on that land. Everyone will do what works for them. This is why as an African child, you travel abroad, you are looking for onubo soup. You are looking for edikaiko. You are looking for obono soup. You are looking for this, you are looking for that. Even after testing the one that is being, those foreign food, you're still hungry. You still hunger for that your ofu onubo, nsala soup. That is how it works. Have you asked yourself why, after eating all those things, you still hunger for that particular food? Your rice and stew, that particular rice that you enjoy the most, if you haven't bought it, you will be restless until you see it, you will enjoy it. Because your food, your language, and everything that has to do with you is about your culture, your tradition, your heritage as a human. Let me tell you something. If you're a Nigerian, if you're an African, you should be very happy that you are. Learn to. Do you know what it means that we have a means of asking questions spiritually regarding our lives through Alpha consultation? Do you know what it means? Do you think it's easy for every other person around the world? With your identity, you will consult. If you do not have an identity, you have a name. You have a name. That name, that's your surname that you're bearing today. So many people fought for it. People fought for it. Our forefathers, they fought for it. That land that you're stepping on, you're dragging with your umunna, somebody fought for it. So many people died to discover these different herbs that we are using today. They tried it in several occasions before they discovered each particular herb that works for each ailment. Many people, for somebody that discovered bitter leaf soup, the bitter leaf is actually bitter. Have you asked yourself how the person was able to come up with making this soup using bitter leaf? Bitter leaf is not a herb that, or a vegetable that will take someone's life. These are intelligent people. These are the people you look at and tell me that they committed what nobody has ever committed. That they have committed the worst sin on earth. As an African child, you need to be smart. You need to stop hiding from who you are. Stop hiding. You are more powerful than you can ever think of. Listen, the starting point of your failure is talking down on your ancestors. They have done a lot. Do you know that each nation, all nations, try to put things in place? Makana, my people used to say that na. You will be like tomorrow because tomorrow has no end. Do you know what it means? Reincarnation. A particular nation that gives its citizens the best. They make their country to be really good, very conducive, good educational system, good medical care, perfect medical care. Everything, all the facilities, all the good road network and the rest, everything is there provided. The government is paying for most of your bills, paying you some money. They are preparing all these things because they know that there is reincarnation. They know that when they die, they will reincarnate. They will come back again within their blood group, within their loins, within the same circle. So they want to always enjoy. But you and I believe that there is no life after death. African child, wake up. It is time for you to wake up. Stop dying. Learn to wake up. Learn to apply wisdom. Be logical. Be a critical thinker. Be logical. Reasoning. Let your reasoning expatiate. Think about so many lies that have been told against your ancestors. Think about the several lies that you've heard. I do not believe just because I do not believe because you've told me to believe. I believe because I have seen. That is why I love this character in the Bible, Thomas. Seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. You can't tell me to believe, have faith. What is faith? I need to see some things practically. I need to see some things being practicalized. I need to see you perform miracle for me to believe that you're a miracle worker. You can't tell me nothing. I need to see. I need proof. That is what made you a human being. That is what has made you a human being. When you use your brain to think, apply wisdom in whatever you're doing. You don't tell me to believe something that is not in existence. I have to see that this is in existence before I will be able to believe it. You get it? Don't tell me. I don't want to believe you. You're telling me to pray and pray and pray and pray without applying natural herbs, without no sacrifices, nothing. I don't want to believe it because it doesn't work for me. If it works for you, then fine. Go ahead. But it doesn't work for me though. I want something that is working. I do not need something that is not working. It has to work for me to believe. Okay? I didn't graduate from the school with belief. I didn't graduate from the university by just believing. No. Okay? I didn't do my master's just by believing. I worked towards it. I did my job and I got my certificate. If I didn't graduate from school, nobody's going to ever give me a certificate because I'm believing or because I have faith. You need to learn. You need to learn to, learn to doubt. Learn to be a critical thinker. Learn to doubt certain things. Think critically. Develop your mindset in such a way that if someone presents something to you, try and doubt it. With the doubt you're having, with that particular doubt, it will lead you to the truth. Don't just accept everything that comes to you. You're not a zombie. You're not an animal. It's only animals that accept everything because they don't have a mouth. They don't have a mind of their own. They can't see anything. But you're a human being. Okay? Learn to think. This is exactly what I'm doing to my children. You don't believe everything. Someone comes to give you this and tell you that, give you a Bible, and see, let me tell, nothing is free. Yeah. Teach your children that as well. Nothing is free. You don't give people anything. You don't just give somebody, it's not free, like it's not free. Nothing is free. Education is not free. You have to pay for it. To acquire that, you have to pay for it. Okay? So everyone should apply wisdom. With this that is going on right now, what is your mind telling you? And some people that are really very dumb, they're still defending this. They're still defending it. Really? Why? Why? If you have been saying evil things about your ancestors, it is time for you to retrace your steps. Go and apologize. Go and buy kola nuts and apologize to them. Their blood runs through your vein. Go and run a generational test and find out that their blood runs through your vein. Did you hear that? You don't talk down on people that came together to produce you. Okay? To produce you, there must be the coming of two people together, male and female, for there to, through intercourse, conception can take place. Am I making sense? So, beware. The point today is that I want you to be smart. I want you to be aware of anybody who is blessing your marriage, anyone who is blessing your marriage, or anyone who is blessing whatever you're doing, or anyone who is giving you prayers, telling you to pray. If that person is not clean, how can whatever they're giving to you work for you? You're just going to be attracting negativities into your life. Okay? Be warned. Follow what works for you. Don't follow the crowd. I am myself, I'm not someone that follows the crowd. Because I've seen life. I do not follow the crowd. You get it? I do not follow the crowd. I do what I have seen that is working for me. If it's working for me, then you can tell me nothing. I will do exactly what is working for me. Simple. My ancestors has been there for me from the origin, from the onset. I know what I'm telling you. And there is nothing that I will call upon them right now that they will not do for me. They are merciful. They are lovely. They are wonderful. Do you even know the bigger reason you should acknowledge your ancestors? Because tomorrow, you will become an ancestor. When you praise your ancestor, you are praising yourself because you are a living deity. Let me leave it here. Till next time. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. God bless you all and see you guys in my next one. Bye.